Yeah, whenever it is on. A very good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you here to a spanking new facility here in Maruga, the sporting complex. And what a picture it is as the spectators are steadily climbing in here for this important Tiger Tanks Coca-Cola Intercol encounter between Naparima College and Siparia West Secondary. Naparima in the traditional blue strips, Siparia in their orange and black outfits. And the referee for this game, Mr. Dennis Changaya, with David Scarlett and Richard Tangley as his assistant. So there's the whistle to get us on our way in this encounter. And no doubt a big occasion for the Siparia West encounter, but it's also big for Naparima College because they would want to advance in this competition to keep their hopes alive as they try to sort of make up for that disappointment of not even making it into the Big Four of the Premier Division League competition, as they were the defending champions and unable to defend their title, so to speak. As you can see, the ground is a little bit heavy. It's nicely grassed, but we've had quite a bit of rain all over Trinidad and Tobago. So I don't think any area has been spared. And we can see here just what happened. There is that turf pitch in the middle, that black strip you're seeing there. That's the turf wicket. As cricket is also being accommodated at this facility. There's a lovely ball played up and really getting it into the heart of the defense and causing some problems for Naparima. Just able to squeeze it out there. Bob helping out on defense on that occasion. So Naparima with Josiah Cooper quickly taking the free kick and trying to get it back there to goalkeeper Duncan, Kadeem Duncan. Naps trying to build it from the back, Rajun coming to get it. And of course you could also hear the rhythm section from Naparima College. They're here in their numbers to support their team, as is the custom. Here is a ball that was almost given away, but in the area there's quite a bit of so should I say, muck, literally. And players are having difficulty controlling the ball in that critical part of the field, just in front of the goal area. Here they come again, lovely 1-2 Rajun, and trying to slip it inside, but the ball is taken away, but it's not out of the woods yet. It's played across here now, an opportunity. Naparima tightening the screws here, but again, the conditions proving to be a bit of a challenge here for both teams. And it must be said that the Siparia West team, I think their bus encountered some flooding on their way here, so they had to reroute and were only just arrived here about almost 20-25 minutes ago. So they're now out in their numbers here the players are outside now trying to make sure that they can quickly adjust to the conditions. It's not going to be easy for them. They have to make sure and account for the speedy Naparima College players. And but they're trying to build it. And but this is a tough ground. This is not going to be an easy ground. And just to remind you that this is just the first of two South Zone encounters in the Intercol. Here's an opportunity, shot over the bar. So the first real salvo coming from Naparima College, trying to see if they could test Borneo in goal for Siparia West. Ball, that's again another tight one. Rajun and company winning those battles in midfield right now. And they have another free kick. Omari Asha, the captain for Naparima, he goes forward, goes into the area. They're also sending Kalist down that right-hand side. Also in the area, it looks as if Omari Campbell is part of the action there, as is Ramnarain. So they have good numbers up at the moment. Pascal just waiting to clean up anything that is a little bit short. Also in there, Francis. So here comes the shot, is low, and it's deflected away for a goal kick to Siparia West. And I think it wasn't intended to be that kind of a kick. I don't think they got the elevation. In fact, it's just a throw-in. And the ball, again, given back to Naparima with a throw. The ball seemed to slip out of his grasp as the ball played across, a little bit behind everybody. And now they're having problems coming away with it, but they're doing well on this occasion as they come streaming forward here. And now a chance for a run, but again, the conditions really proven to be a bit tough here. Mitchell, and he eventually wins a throw-in, it looks like, for Naps, or is it a free kick that he would have won for Naparima at this time? Taken quickly to get it back, and they're going to try to build again down that left-hand side. Quickly, the ball played up. And just played into touch here by Peters. Coming for that ball quickly now is Campbell. He gets it back. A chance here now for Naps to really stretch their legs. Opportunity for a cross. Comes in. This could be a goal. And it is a goal. As simple as that. And Kanye Francis is the man who breaks the deadlock. After just 6.5 minutes in the 7th minute of play, it's 1-0 now for Naparima. Yeah, that's a good opportunity down that left-hand side by Bob. He brought the cross in, one to control and one to shoot. And Kanye Francis opens the scoring on what should be the first of many goals on this particular surface. Make life very difficult indeed. Peters for Siparia West, but Kalis intercepts. He is trying to get down the field now. The water stops the ball and really interrupts his advance. It's going to be a throw-in now for Siparia West. They fell behind here now and they need to get something going. Vespri is right there. The ball again just holding up in the water. Opportunity here now for a shot, and not too far off target there. But again, you could just see the vagaries of a field like this. There were two defenders there and the ball just seemed to stop right between the two of them and allowed the attackers to just kind of intercept the play and almost carved out a goal, but they got a shot, but they weren't able to capitalize on it. Duncan. Vespri trying to close it down. Ball is played across in the middle. Pascal coming forward with it. And he hits it upfield, but it's not as well controlled as they would. The middle of the park is the area that they want to stay away from, because only bad things could happen in there, as we've seen already. The ball just seemed to be doing its own thing. And that back heel really is a gift. Once again, Pascal trying to get it over on that far side now to Ramnarain. Is he going to be able to keep it in? No. As it runs into touch. So a good lively start to this game. Siparia will need to figure out how they're going to get the ball into those danger zones. That throw-in almost put his man in problems. As the ball comes into the middle of the park there, Peters can't control it. However, Calise also almost lost the handle on it, and they go for the return ball, but it's picked up once again by Siparia West. They're trying to get numbers forward quickly. Duncan's pass is a little bit too tight, and off to the races they go, but he's in an offside position, and nothing for Ramnarine on that occasion. So 1-0 it is. We're in the 10th minute of play out here in the spanking new and lush greenery of Moruga. You can just see all the trees in the background, just on the outskirts of the ground. Really paints a lovely little picture. And the facilities are nice, cozy type of facility. I don't think an area like this needs a big stadium, but this would obviously be a real landmark in the community for not just the people at home, but for all the visitors who come here, people like myself who are coming to this ground for the first time. And I'm really impressed with the quality of the facility. Now they change the sides quickly, an opportunity for them to bring this one forward. Mitchell, and this time it's just too long, and the goalkeeper Borneo had it covered and didn't really have to make a save. So right now Siparia, they have to figure out another option, because it seems as if their favorite option isn't working, in the sense that when they try to build it out of the back, they give it away. This could be an opportunity here. Can he get the shot off? He fires it, it's blocked, and then eventually it's cleared away, but only just. And that was real danger there. Vespri ready, almost pricing open a chance. There's another shot over the bar. Not too bad from Kamali Peters. He saw the distance, and he felt he had the range. He just didn't execute as well as he wanted to. Duncan almost gifted Siparia West the equalizer. Dexter Francis would have been a happy man with that. Peck, the former national defender, former strike squad ace. And he had the ball again in that middle of the park. It's not going to roll very far. You have to be absolutely spot on with your passes. There's the goal scorer now, Francis. Trying to get it over there to Ramnarine. Here he got it now. Turning, twisting, trying to get it in. Not able to. And still trying to maneuver inside of the area there. Gittins does well. Another opportunity to play the ball forward. It's a little bit too long for Vespri, but he's going to get it back. And they're giving him options all of a sudden. But the ball, the ground, that part of the ground is really proven to be a real challenge. It might be offsides, but Ramnarine stays onside according to the officials. Now they'll be able to bring the ball out comfortably. Christian still battling with it, and losing out there was Duncan, or rather was Kamali Peters. But he was fouled, so it's going to be a free kick to Siparia West. 1-0 the scoreline. Ball played forward, but he's offside. Just left a little too early there, Vespri, and couldn't close it down quickly. But there are opportunities here for both teams. Just that one goal for Naparima is what is the difference between the two teams at the moment. Ramnarine trying to get something going down that left-hand side, and both players going down in a heap there. Josiah Bob just trying to shadow his man, and but he gets the throw taken quickly here now. Opportunity here for Campbell, but a handle ball. The ball ball seemed to ride up on him, and he couldn't get it out. Sylvan Barrow is the man on defense there. Here's this one skidding towards the goalkeeper, and then it stops. He almost slipped just as he was about to make contact with the ball, but luckily for him, he got it away. Rajun still with it. There's Mitchell over on that far side. They're trying to play the ball in. It's picked away nicely. Good work by Francis. Comes to return to Caliste. Can he have a shot? He rolls it across the goal, and that is goal number 2. Easy victory. Omari Campbell adds the insurance. Goal number 2 in the 15th minute of play. Really set up beautifully by Caliste. Very unselfish. You look at it, he could easily have taken the shot. Instead, he rolled it into his path and gave him the simplest of tasks, which is just to place it into the goal. And that is exactly what Campbell did. So they lead by 2-0 now, Naparima, and they must be sensing an opportunity here to really hammer home their advantage and keep adding to the scoreline. The ground is conducive to goal scoring, and it's just a matter of taking your chances and trying your best. A little bit of pull in there, says the referee. So this is the beauty of the Intercol series. Teams from the lower divisions or from the bottom of the table can easily come up and cause problems. There's another ball played over there, and Ramnarine can't control it, and then he's just pulling on the shorts of Mitchell. Gittins trying to get it upfield quickly, but again, those passes have to be accurate, they have to be pinpoint, because there's problems all the way through with contact, with just this ball, the way the ball is rolling or not rolling in some areas. Opportunity for a shot, and there is goal number 3. Another beauty, and that is goal number 3, and Josiah Bob really taken advantage. He was given far too much time and space, and the big fella let fly with the left foot, and it just dipped under the bar. Borneo had no real chance of getting that one, and that is goal number 3 in the 17th minute of play. Naparima ruling already in this encounter. So real work here now for Siparia West. They have to find something quickly before they get overrun by Naparima. I'm sure this is more of what Travis Mulrain would have been asking his troops to do all season. Taking no chances. There's Cooper. Opportunity now for them to bring something forward. And lovely ball played over. Caliste is in the way as they try hard to make amends there. Ford battling away, but concedes a throw-in. Caliste. Lovely ball played inside now to Francis. He gets it over to Rajun. Rajun decides to come back with it to Pascal. Caliste once again down this right-hand side, ever present. And the ball just seemed to run under his boot and into touch for a throw-in. Taken quickly, but coming over and tidying up there without too much fuss is Omari Asher, the captain. Forward again, now an opportunity, but they're trying to dribble their way through, and they would probably be advised. So once you get close to the goal, it might make sense to at least shoot the ball. Gittins, or rather Barrow. Again, those long balls not working against the Naparima defense. Barrow again tries to get it upfield, but it's won back quickly. Ramnarine He plays it down that left-hand side, and away goes Francis. Once more, he's already scored one, looking for another, but good work by Barrow to take it away from him. Knifing his way forward again, looking for some movement, but the ball just not cooperating. And it's still free as with another shot coming at goal, not too far off. So just about 19 and a half minutes gone. It's already 3-0 Naparima College. And Captain Gittins really wants his team to pick it up here. But Naparima looks like they're in the mood today for some goal scoring. Referee Changai in the way. He's trying to balance out the situation. He probably feels Naps has a big advantage there, so he's giving them an extra man on the field. But he did the correct thing. He stopped the play, give it back to Naparima. As they come forward again, trying to move things. Asha getting it forward, but the ball taken away nicely. Arajun has to fight back for it now, but he does well. Gets in the challenge and is taking it away from Gittins. Here they come again. Asha, still movement, Pascal coming forward. Naparima building again. Have good numbers up on top. Lovely ball played for the goalkeeper though. He's going to come and claim it. Dimitri Borneo in goal for Siparia West. This has been their outlet. Is to try to get it up quickly down at that flank, trying to free up Lawrence or any one of the front runners, Lawrence, Vespri or Duncan, but it hasn't worked so far for them. And the ball again just running out of the playing surface, and it should have really been controlled earlier or controlled first time. But they're making progress down that left hand side. Josiah Bob. Again, the ball sticking in the water, and it's really a bit of a lottery in there, so you have to be mindful of that. You don't want to play the ball into those areas because it may not roll. Here's a chance again as they go forward. Naparima in this encounter. They come calling again. Can Bob and company get another one quickly? The ball played inside, knife in his way forward as a shot just wide, and I don't think they got a touch on it, so it's going to be a goal kick, or is it a corner kick? Says the referee. It might have been a deflection, but you can just see Naparima smelling blood here now. It's like everybody wants to come forward to get a piece of the action. 22, almost 23 minutes gone. Already 3-0, and Naparima with 6 blue shirts in the area, a 7th joining them, or 6 of them so far. And you can see the signal, Francis. Obviously, he's probably going to try this one deep. Here it comes. The goalkeeper is in problems there. He was at the first post, and the ball was headed over at the back post. So a real lapse in judgment there on the part of the goalkeeper. He came trying to get to the ball at the first post, and there was the header at the back post, free as a bird, and unfortunately he couldn't capitalize on it. But I'm sure Mitchell and company would want to do better. Pascal and the rest of the guys would want to do better the next time. Here's Pascal with his header down. This time Ramnarine cuts inside his man, he's still going, finds one way then the next, but loses out, and he may get a second bite of the cherry though, as the ball is again stopping in the mud. There's another shot, runs low. Khalid, can he get the shot this time? He does play it over, and Ramnarine was thinking of a bicycle, and that was not going to work out because the ball kept moving away from him. But they're still in the business here because they still have another corner kick to Naparima College. 24 minutes gone now. Just one moment of anxiety for the Naparima defense or the goalkeeper when he himself gave the ball away and then it's stuck in the water. But here's this one curled in, it just bounces around and eventually they're going to get it out, but not very far as they have another chance at a shot taken, but it's blocked. Ramnarine again trying to knife his way forward there. Pascal was trying again, coming on to that right foot. Here's the ball played in. Nice little opportunity here again. Pascal is at the back post. Can he get it back inside? And another opportunity. The ball just not going the way of the blue shirts. Another shot wide of the mark. So another deflection did it. And the referee says no this time. It's going to be a goal kick. Naps wanted another corner kick. This is where the ball could run away from them. This is another opportunity here. This time blocked by the defense, doing well. And trying to get it back here. Campbell lost out the first time. And then Mitchell, or rather Ramnarine, showing too much of the ball. And they may still have a chance here though, as this one falls nicely here. And that's another goal. It really was too easy. And without too much fuss, just placing it away and getting his second of the evening. Kanye Francis in the 26th minute of play makes it 4-0 now to Naparima as they are rolling along. In this encounter, they mean business here. They're not taking their foot off the gas at all. And certainly Siparia West know that they're up against it here and they really need to produce something different in order to get back in this game, but they need to start chipping away at that 4-goal advantage that Naparima enjoys at the moment. Here's Ramnarine trying to flick the ball out, but he loses out. Coming forward with it quickly is Peters. He's trying to get some movement, but there isn't much, and as a result the ball, once it's played into that, in the middle, in that center circle kind of thing, it's a quagmire in there, and the ball just doesn't roll according to the plan. And not for the first time, they just give the ball back to Naparima, and creates a problem there. Campbell's pass is too short. And that should be a free kick. He was desperately trying to win it back, and took out Gittins in the process. It's all Naparima all the time in this game. Siparia hardly getting a look in. In fact, they're unable to get the ball into their half, into their attacking half, which is the Naparima defensive half of the field. And every time they do so, it just keeps coming back out with headers like that one, because those balls are traveling long distances and allowing the bigger, stronger, sturdier defenders to have their way. Knifing his way forward, trying his best to create something more, Omari Moore, but he loses out, and here they come again. Naps driving forward, looking for more, hungry as ever, still going. Josiah Bob trying his best, looking to turn his man again, looking to take on a second man, and then he folds him in the process, but the referee allows play to continue. That only means that Pascal and Mitchell and company are coming forward again. Ball rolled into the middle to Francis. He already has two. Can he get a first half hat-trick? Caliste will try to set him up. He tries to curl this one in. Another dangerous ball, but the blue shirts seem to back off on this occasion. But here they come once more with a chance. Another opportunity. And this time it's played away. Francis gets it. Goes out on that far side to Bob. Bob tries to send it inside, but it's really a careless ball that Siparia West are only too happy to try to bring out, but Caliste read it well trying their best here, Usher and company. Shooting quickly, but the ball you can see is sticking and not rolling. Cooper goes on trying to get up to Ramnarine down on that far side. He loses out. Again, those aerial balls not working very well, but they persist with them. Kalis again. And a ground like this is going to take its toll on players. And you have to be really well ahead in your thinking as to what you want to do with the ball. You can't wait till you get it, because by the time you get it, it might be in water or something might be wrong with the conditions for you to be composed as ever with the ball. Ramnarine on the move again, but hustled out of the ball by Barrow. Barrow trying to turn his man, does well. Gets past one, gets past another one, but loses out now to Rajun. Rajun trying to keep possession. Shakes off one challenger. Gets it inside quickly now to Pascal. Pascal again. The ball is played up. They head it back in the area. Really. Why he constantly tries to head the ball backwards or play it backwards as opposed to playing it forward. And not for the first time, Ford has done it. Kalis almost getting possession there. Still losing out now. The ball played around Vespri, and here comes Francis again, trying to win it back. He does. Until eventually it's taken away from him. But played into touch for a throw-in. Very close to the corner flag. So now Kalis with the throw-in for Naparima College, but he decides to leave it for Francis. Francis might try a long one to try to get it in the area immediately. Just get it in, and it takes a deflection. Pascal was trying to flick it back, but it takes a deflection and it goes out for another corner kick to Naparima College. 32 minutes completed already in this game. Another corner, Francis the man with a turning provider here now. The goalkeeper did well just to get it away from harm's way despite all that traffic. Naparima again with another free kick as they just continue to tighten the screws here on Siparia West. Kalis. Asher. Back to Kalis it comes now. Good patience here by Naparima. Just slowing the game down a little bit. They don't want to take too many chances. Mitchell, Cooper. Stay again, rolling the ball forward, just calmly taking it. Ramnarine trying to get in front of his man, but it's neatly intercepted by Mitchell. And now it is Barrow trying to come away with it, does well. And again, the ball is just being intercepted at the back. Coming forward now, and away with it. In the mud it goes, and just trying to pull the ball back. Luckily it runs for him. And when will the shot come? It doesn't come there at all. and eventually it's cleared away by Siparia. As they're not giving up. They're still coming. Here's another shot by Bob, trying his best here to knife his way past everybody with a shot. And there's the slip once more as the ball changes hands rather quickly. So a nice little bright spark here, but the ball again is an ambitious one. However, it may still run for them as the ground conditions aids and abet the pass, which was a little bit too short. However, the infringement is called. So a little bit of a breather for Siparia West. They were going to make a quick substitution, or two actually. So Peck having being forced into making a quick change. And number 9 is also on. So some quick changes for these youngsters after just 35 minutes. The coach has decided that Omari Moore and Rayshon Ford not providing what he needs. So he has instead opted for the pair of Drayton. Donovan Drayton is one, the number 9. But in the meantime, Nap still rolling here. Opportunity to get the ball forward, but Kalis reads it well. And they're coming again. Rajun plays it wide, but Ramnarayan can't get to that one. And also making an appearance, Maskell. Israel Maskell, wearing the number 6. So 2 changes already for Siparia West. They have a kick at the back, but running forward with it, it's not the ideal scenario. And when the return ball comes, the man is under immediate pressure as Gittins wins a free kick. Again, they keep persisting with that early ball over the top, but it's not getting to any of the orange shirts, and they lose out yet again. Naps on the move once more. Playing his part there, Francis plays it out wide to Kalis. Kalis tries to play back in the middle, hoping that he was going to get Pascal going, and but they lose the handle on it. Now Kalis. Building again, Ramnarayan looking for some other option. Thought the man in front of him was offside. Pressure was coming. And the cross ball comes in, but it's blocked and not too far off. There's another shot coming. That one takes a deflection. And it's going to be another corner kick to Naparima College. They had one moment where they had about 3, almost 4 corner kicks in quick succession, one after the other. Siparia did well to deny them on that occasion as the ball just kept flushing across the face of the goal, but none of the blue shirts were able to at least get to it. So here is Francis now. He's been here, there, and everywhere as he plays this corner in. The goalkeeper is again late in coming, and there is the header. This time the captain is the man who gets on the tins, Omari Asher. again climbing at that back post and heading it in. So here they are at the back post, and it's Asher's header. And again, although there was a player on the post, Drayton, he could do nothing about it. So in the 39th minute of play, Omari Asher makes it 5-0 now. And Naps are not done yet. They're on the move once more, really starting to mow down the Siparia West players, and they take this one away. This could be another cross ball, trying to get it to Ramnarine, but he can't get to it. However, Francis is going to track it down. Naps keeping possession now. Cooper gets it inside, but it's beautifully run. Trying to run with it out of defense. You're asking for trouble, but it works for them on that occasion. Play the ball forward, and again, Ramnarine not able to get there. Gittins is in the way. And that's a big grab. The referee would have seen that from a mile away. Jason Lawrence, you have to be a little more subtle than that, son, if you're going to hold or pull your man back. Five to nothing, the scoreline here as we enter the 41st minute of play. Referee Dennis Changai. Here's a ball played inside. The defense holds for a while. The ball slipped back inside again and cleared away once more. But again, it's now a foot race to the ball. Both players go down, and Naps retool and come again. There's a shot taken from distance. The rub of it just at the edge of the area. Here's a quick shot, but blocked. Now again, the captain plays it. The ball takes a deflection. The goalkeeper is scrambling to get his footing in the area. He can't come and get it. And then they give the ball right back to Naparima. Quickly, Pascal coming forward with it there. Cooper plays it inside. This could be problems again. Bob plays it forward. And but there's a little bit of pushing. Campbell, though, keeps it. Ramnarine, or rather the ball played back across by Francis. As they're still battling for it, looking for something. They get it out here now. This is a chance for the ball to be played over. And just a little too strong from Asher. But it's easily tracked down by Campbell. And they're still coming. Is he still onside or is he offside? It should be another corner kick. Yes, it is. And it's just been a kind of despairing scenario for Siparia. Because every time they win the ball, it means that they have to try to use it under these conditions. You can't run with it. That's probably the worst thing for them, because even if you start well, the chances are running with the ball is going to end up, you're going to end up in problems. So, and we've seen it quite often, especially in the middle of the park. Here's the corner kick high in the air, and it just eludes everybody. But Naps do well. They're able to come back and win it quickly. Ball played inside, but Pascal gets a second bite of the cherry. And would you believe it, they take it over the line for yet another corner kick. So just like Naps have scored 5 goals, they've probably had about 6 corners already in this encounter. So everything is working in their favor. The goalkeeper has had precious little to do by way of saves. And no doubt, deep in thought here is Kanye Francis. I'm sure he'd like to be at the tail end of this to notch yet another goal. He has 2. He started the scoring in the 7th minute and tacked on another one in the 26th to make it 4-0. It's now 5-0. He has a ball played in. The goalkeeper not able to hold it. He just kind of pushed it away. And they're going to have another corner. So they've been living with these corners, and the problem is it's so messy in certain parts of the field that the kickers, especially the right-footed kickers, are having a hard time. They don't have much of a run-up. You look at the Quagmire, just as he steps back here a couple meters, He's just swinging. Here's another one played inside. The header is over the bar. Not well executed at all by Omari Campbell. So 44 minutes. We're in the 45th minute of play. And let's see what it is Siparia West can conjure up here now. As I said, running with the ball, you're putting yourself in trouble. And he is in trouble here now, but eventually he wins a free kick. But that was Gittins, the captain, trying to do something, trying to make something happen, but nothing doing. Gittins again hoping, and there is the whistle to indicate the end of the first half of this encounter. Exciting first half, but it's been all Naparima. They just steamrolled their opponents and have the hardware or have the goods to show for it. 5 goals to nothing at the interval, with a brace from Kanye Francis and one each from Campbell, Bob and Asher, as they totally dominated Siparia West in the first half. And that is the situation, the very latest out here in Moruga. It's Naparima College 5, Siparia West Secondary 0 at the half. As we welcome you back here to the Moruga Sporting Complex at a really nice, picturesque facility. There's a shot of Naparima College. They're leading by 5-0. And you can see the number 22 has joined the fray. That's Jabari Forbes. So he is the first substitute for Naps. Already we saw 2 early changes for the Siparia West outfit as they tried to make some changes to see if they could get back into this encounter. It's been a tough ask for them. The ground is not the easiest, and if it's not easy for them in this game, think about what it's going to be like when Pleasantville and Moruga do battle later on in game number 2. And here's an early ball played over. It's going to be another corner kick to Naparima. This has been kind of like their mode of operations. They've been able to get the ball down the flanks of the field, which is good, sensible football. You look at the field, how cut up it is already. And we only just started the second half in this encounter. So it's going to be that man, Kanye Francis, who has 2 goals to his name already in the first half. Trying to see if he could maybe set up another one. There's a lovely ball played in. The goalkeeper is coming to take it and does well. And immediately he sends it out. But the ball is not a good one, trying to get it forward. And they have real difficulty keeping it in. And so said, so done, because Lawrence was trying his best, but it wasn't the best of passes from Vespri. Asher. But Naps also guilty of giving the ball away. And here is the new man, Forbes. And this is something you didn't see much of in the first half. The ball being played back by Naparima. They tended to play the ball forward often, that way to avoid the pitfalls of what the ground has to offer. But for some reason they seem determined to want to play it out at the back here on a surface that isn't really conducive to that. However, they did that well enough, and they have Forbes sprinting forward now. Here's a ball across the face of the goal, and too fast for the emerging Campbell. He wasn't able to corral it. Rajun wins it back for them now. Here's Bob. Plays it lovely down that left-hand side. But Gittins is in the way again. And takes no chances there with that one and decides to concede the throw-in close to the corner flag. And it looks like Ram Narayan is the man who has been rested at the end of the first half by Naparima and replaced by Jabari Forbes. Ball thrown in, not a particularly strong one. Vespri trying to get something going. Turns inside nicely, but it's being harassed every step of the way. And more problems for them there. Cooper just being nudged off the ball and wins a free kick for Naparima College just inside their own half of the field as they try to get back in the groove. And they had good rhythm in the first half. Here is Kalist, who has been very active. He now has Forbes with him on that right-hand side. Ball thrown in there, Campbell still going. Campbell again, tries to the hook back here. Here is Francis trying to get inside there. And the ball eventually slapped towards goal by Forbes, but they can't get it out of harm's way. And the shot eventually comes. That too is blocked. And it's really just ping-ponging close to the area there, or close to the goal, I should say. And now the trying to get it out of harm's way. Bob turning, twisting, but showing too much of the ball there. And eventually they concede a throw-in rather to Siparia West. They really have to find something that works, because so far nothing they do seems to be able to really pierce the Naparima defense. Cooper gets it out wide. Caliste is out there. Back it comes to Asher. Back to Caliste it goes. They're coming again. Another opportunity to run with it. Opportunity for the shot. The first time is off. The second one is going. It takes a deflection, and it could have gone in, but it went just wide. And another shot going to goal that could so easily have caused problems for Siparia West. And now goalkeeper Borneo must be breathing a huge sigh of relief there to see that one trickle wide of the mark. Five goals to nothing. Can Naparima make it 6 here now? Another ball floated in. Another header, this time wide of the mark. Cooper had a good run at the ball. Really rose above everybody else. He should have buried that. He headed down, but he also headed wide. Great opportunity. He had a good look at it, and he hit it wide of the mark. Bob is trying to get some movement. Not finding any, and then eventually they throw it in, but it's taken away. Peters trying to get it up there to Drayton, but he's so light, and those conditions he's going to have a hard time with the more muscular, the more physically aggressive players from Naparima. Bob gives this one away, and Vespri trying to run with it. He can't run with it and loses out. But Naparima again. Here is Forbes down the right hand side trying to get Caliste involved. Here is his cross. The goalkeeper is there, and the ball is taken away, but he just stops it. He doesn't take it cleanly, but it's scrambled out quickly. And the ever-present Asher picks it up again. Here they come once more. Pascal plays the ball inside, and the goalkeeper is there. He's trying to scramble it up before Campbell, and eventually he does so. The kick out is not a good one. Players falling down all over the place, still trying to get Pascal. He decides he's going to go wide with it, and the ball played across, or attempted to anyway, but it's blocked. Caliste hoping to keep it up on this side. Forbes trying his best to get involved there as well. Might get a chance at it. The ball stuck in the water, and they eventually get it out, but only that far for another throw-in. But it's a free kick, I would imagine, to the Siparia West outfit. Dexter Francis, you could have seen him at halftime, really lecturing his troops. But I think part of what he's telling them is that they can't become despondent. They have to keep trying to do what they want to do, and what adjustments you would like to see from them. Remember, it's still a learning curve for a lot of these youngsters. And they're persistent with this long ball, but this one is going to hit and run. Might actually run out of play, but he kept it in nicely there. Duncan turned his man. Can he get the cross in? Now he sends it across, but it's headed out for a corner kick to Siparia West. Josiah Cooper not taking any chances. Ball played quickly. Here is the one played in. No problems there for goalkeeper Duncan, Kadeem Duncan. And immediately he starts a quick counter-attack. Naps on the move again. Here's a lovely ball played up there. Francis with 2 goals to his name already, trying to get a third, looking to turn onto his right foot. Can't do it, and then is guilty of holding after the ball was taken away from him. So another opportunity for them to get the ball forward, but they try to play it out at the back, and that is problems for them. Campbell turns nicely, tries to slip it back inside, but very alert was Gittins. and he read it well. 5 goals to nothing now. None so far in the second half for Naparima. So I would imagine Siparia West must be thinking everything is okay, they're doing well. And they get another ball inside, but Forbes can't get the handle on it. We might get a chance here now. And they still have possession. And Rajun with it. Now Bob. Does he get the ball across? He does. And eventually it's cleared away quickly. Peters trying to get it upfield to Vespri. Vespri goes for the return ball. But again, it's a little bit too tight. And Cooper is able to bring it away. Maskell this time down that left-hand side. But guess who's out there? Asher to tidy up for Naparima, the captain. Gets it back in the middle where Mitchell is there. Cooper. Play just a little bit ragged now as the conditions really start to take its toll. Francis chips a nice little ball forward. Opportunity here. And not able to get it. Campbell still there. Still trying to round his man. And then his shot is way, way off target. Did all the hard work. Was a lovely little chip ball into the area over the defenders, but he just wasn't able to get a shot off when he needed to. Here's a problem for Siparia West. Gittins trying to run out of defense with the ball, and they sort of been breaking down just about there. This time they get it upfield, but once again the defense is there, and cool, composed defending once again there from Mitchell. Kalis meanwhile will take over, and he finds Francis, but Francis can't tee up his man, his Rajun there, and they lose possession. Peters now for Siparia West. His bar is deflected and easily controlled by the defense. Cooper, Asher, and Naparima again with possession and trying to get it down that right hand flank again. The right side is Kalis. He slips it back inside Campbell, and this time he is getting it straight to goalkeeper Borneo. This is a much better kick by him, but again, the blue shirts are here, there, and everywhere. So there is Coach Travis Mulrain. Might be a little bit concerned that his troops can't add to the 5 they had in the first half, but it might just be a matter of time, because here they come again. Rajun battling away in the middle of the park, in the mud. He's trying desperately to get the handle on it and unable to. Neither can his teammates. Here is a lovely ball played forward, but it's a little bit off target, and it kind of sums up the afternoon so far for Siparia West. Campbell again trying to go forward, but again the ball stuck in the water. Bob plays this one up. The goalkeeper is coming. He bobbles it, but luckily for him, he's just able to sort of dive on it and prevents the goal, or at least a chance at a goal there. So tough conditions here. Players are really struggling at times, and they're having a really tough time controlling the ball, sometimes even passing the ball as well as they would like. And but Naparima doing a decent job of just that, still trying to maintain their shape as much as possible and follow the principles that they have. Here's another opportunity, still trying there, probably trying to do a little too much because he had options ahead of him, and it didn't work. But they're able to win it back. They're winning it back at almost every turn, Naparima. Bob losing out here. Still going. Vespri trying his best here and then eventually is basically roughed up in the process. But he wins a free kick, so this might be the opposite. And here goes the yellow card, and that is Mitchell being shown the yellow card there, being a little too physical there with the striker, Akel Vespri. So Naps getting ready to make another substitution. And in fact, they're able to do it. Bob is being rested. And they're able to bring on Bailey. Jacon Bailey. So a chance here now for Gittins to get this one into the area for Siparia West. There were about 4 players in there, but they're all shorter than the Naparima defenders. So this is going to be a challenge for them. The ball played in much too close to goalkeeper Duncan, and he just comes and accepts it quite gleefully. Pressure relieved. Asher quickly gets it upfield, and they're on the move once again. Forbes, there goes to the return ball. Campbell sends it through, but again Gittins is out there and not wanting to overdo it at the back and sort of give the ball back to Naparima. He's able to win it back, but they get the ball back quickly. Naps, Kalist trying to get it quickly, try to get it forward, and nothing doing. They really can't get the ball out of their own half right now. Still going, ball still stuck in the mud there. It is tough conditions. Still the battling for it. And now it might eventually run to Kalis. He chips it in. It is headed away and not very far. Still, nobody can get it where they want to get it. And then they just kick it where you're facing. And it's going to be another throw-in for Naparima. Still not able to make the substitution. They're trying to get Mitchell off, but he may have to continue. Meantime, Pascal. And Mitchell gets to play a minute or two longer. Plays a lovely little ball through here. The man who just came on, Bailey. And Bailey goes for the return ball, gets it too. And can Francis tee him up? Plays the ball inside, and he hits it across. But really, he should have been hitting the target with that one. He was trying to probably place it past the goalkeeper. He tucked it wide. Lovely little ball by Francis, teed him up, and but he hit it much too wide. He could have gone straight with it. He hooked it and hooked it wide. So it is Rajun who's coming off, and they've made another substitution. Frontin, Kyrie's Frontin is the man coming on for Naparima. Naps looking to add to their tally already of 5. That's another short one. And Frontin gets his first touch. Francis plays it out wide where the ever-present Kalist sends another ball inside. Now again, talking about ever-present, Isaiah Gittins has been here, there, and everywhere at the back for Siparia West, that is. And he's the one who headed that one into touch for another throw-in, another corner rather, for Naparima. And they've sent up the big fellas. Their captain, Asher, is up there. He already has a goal. He's looking for another one, I'm sure. Francis with the ball swinging in. The goalkeeper does well. He comes and he claims it. So it's so far so good in the second half for Siparia. They haven't conceded just yet in the second half. And again, Duncan being robbed of the ball, but unfairly, says the referee. As the Naparima Rhythm section trying to whip up something for their players to get active again. Here's Drayton, plays the ball forward, but Vespri can't get there first. So it's been a tough afternoon for Siparia West. And yet another foul throw, is it? Yes, again, so they be shooting themselves in the foot. Jabari Mitchell that time trying to be cute. And now they set up a chance here for Campbell once more. He's trying to get the better of his man Barrow, but Barrow is doing well. Plays a nice little ball inside, but only blue shirts around there. Mitchell, now he gets it up here to Bailey. Bailey the substitute. Sends the ball forward again, Campbell. And Bailey continues his run, trying his best to get out to the ball there. Instead of going forward, he decides he's going to wait for support. That support comes in the form of Pascal. His little stop forward is headed away. Now Vespri for Siparia West. Can he turn his man? He tries to go inside, loses out, and then is in a real battle here with Pascal to try to win it back, but loses out and concedes the free kick. 66 minutes almost completed. Naps not able to add to their tally just yet. Almost 20 minutes, 21 minutes of the second half gone. Now they play the ball forward again. Another opportunity here for Francis. He takes it off the field, trying to avoid the tackle. So quickly, they're trying to bring this ball forward and trying to use the extremities of the field, which is good, sensible football, but nothing doing here. Cooper easily wins it back. They have movement again down that on the left-hand side. Quickly, front in, gets it down, and for once, you can't see that quality cross coming there from Caliste. He's been very active down that right-hand side for Naps. Asher, front in. In fact, he leaves it for Caliste, who is on the move again. Plays the ball inside this time. Chance, but he's trying to flick it in there, Francis, and the ball stuck in the mud. Switching sides, lovely ball played in. Bailey. Can he get the return ball? He's still going. What can he do here now? Trying to play on outside of the foot pass in wet conditions with a wet ball, and it goes horribly wrong for him. Vespri again. Can he run at his man? And the ball again doing its own thing, almost like it has a mind of its own in the wet conditions. Remember, still to come, another interesting battle, Maruga against Pleasantville. Chance here now for Cooper to get it to the back post. The goalkeeper, again, just misjudging the ball, and at the last moment, kind of grabbed at it. And unfortunately for him, he got a touch, but it went wide. And it's another corner kick to Naparima. Naps warming up their reserve goalkeeper as well, and recognizing that this game is pretty much in the bag. And they're trying to see if they could maybe give their reserve goalkeeper some kind of action. Here's the ball coming in, but again, part of the trickery on a surface like this, and the ball is played into the side netting. So 69 minutes gone. We're almost in the 70th minute of play now, and time winding down here on Siparia. I think the crowd would be hoping that they could at least score 1, and they themselves would be hoping that they could score 5 if possible, and nothing doing just yet. Another battle in midfield for the ball, but really the ball not moving as well as it did earlier. Kalis now trying to get another ball inside, but once more is that man Gittins in the way. Trying their best to see if they could build something, and but having difficulty doing so. Peters has to go back. He gets the ball back, and plays a lovely little ball forward. Now, can they really take control of the ball in those positions and do more with it? Maskell battling away but loses out, and Frontin is starting to mix it up nicely. Francis again, he's on the move, looking for movement ahead of him, but then the ball just not getting to the target. Bailey. Going for the return ball, but once you lose it there, it's problems. This time the ball played up, and it might just stay in here quickly for Forbes. He's dribbling one man, cuts onto his left foot, has the ball inside, the shot comes, it's blocked, and it may as well be another opportunity here, and Campbell trying his best to set Frontin up. On the turn is Forbes, and it's back to Frontin. However, coming forward now with a shot, a good drill, saved. It might have hit the bar as well, and then eventually it's put away beautifully there by an alert Omari Campbell. So in the 72nd minute of play, Naps had goal number 6, and it was a brilliant shot once again from Pascal that forced the save. It clanked off the bar as well. There is the shot, hit the keeper hit it onto the bar, but very alert was Omari Campbell. To tap in for his second of the evening. It's 6-0 now. Naps finally adding one in the second half. So more substitutions. Romeo Williams is on for Siparia. Also in goal, Dimitri Bonio, or rather Duncan, Kareem Duncan gets a breather. And their reserve goalkeeper, Collingwood, Dejuan Collingwood. Collingwood is on. So Naps making some changes themselves, so too Campbell, and trying his bit there to turn his man and hoping to get away with it, and I would imagine also did was Pandu Singh, but Naps moving forward again. Siparia West. Really, the ball just seems to break down as they get close to that penalty area. Kalis again, still going. Or rather, this is Forbes who's going on the right hand side, but then he slips and loses his footing and gives the ball up. Still battling again is the Pascal, the very sturdy defender who is playing in an opposition now. Forbes still going, the ball played inside, and trying to tee it up there was Campbell, but he might have just played it a little too strong, and Forbes couldn't get to the end of it. So time running out here on Siparia. another free kick to Naparima. Handle ball as they move forward again. Lovely ball played down the left-hand side. Bailey is out there, but again, reading it well, and then just playing it into touch. He really should have hit it upfield as far as he possibly could there. Instead, he opted to just nudge it out. And another substitution being made here. So both coaches emptying the benches, literally, giving all of those French players Israel Joseph opportunities. And you can just see it's almost as if Omari Campbell is being saved for better days or more challenging afternoons. Thinking of a shot here now, Francis, looking to play it in the heart of the defense, but the ball being won back by Pascal. He thought he had it, but it's given away, and now the stab forward is too strong. Another ball being played upfield. They have more movement here again. Forbes doing well. Goes past one and then is robbed of the ball by a good recovery tackle coming in there from Christian. But it's another corner to Naparima College. 6 goals to nothing they lead. And this might be their 10th corner of the game. It's been a thoroughly dominant performance by Naparima College, as was to be expected. They are really a quality team. They were just missed out on being in the Big Four of the Premiership League campaign and finished 5th. One would have to say, or 3rd in their group, so to speak, and only the top 2 made it through. There's an opportunity. One with Vespri plays the ball forward, and again, coming out to do business is Collingwood, and immediately sends the ball forward, trying to get in there, players battling away, and that is going to be a free kick. Bit of a sliding challenge there coming from Forbes, and the referee not liking it one bit. So the kick taken, but again, it's much too easy for the Naparima defenders. And they're trying to be cute with the ball in the middle of the park. And over in Tobago, Speyside are playing Goodwood, and the Speyside is up 2-0 at the moment, and that ground looks like it's in Speyside at the moment. The Dwight York Stadium. There's a chance here now going in there. The goalkeeper coming again and doing his business. So Speyside and Goodwood. Speyside up 2-0 in that encounter. Here it's 6-0. Naparima over Siparia West, and they're threatening more. Every so often in your picture you'd see players warming up in the back of the respective goals, and that's because Pleasantville and Moruga are getting ready to do battle as soon as this game is over, as we have a doubleheader coming your way here in Moruga. And the crowd has built up quite nicely at this new facility. Again, that's too easy to give the ball right back to Naparima, and they send the ball forward. This could be problems here again, as he stayed onside, but then he misses the target. The big fella did everything right there and Joseph just couldn't get it on target. The goalkeeper was at his mercy. In fact, the goalkeeper was out of the goal, and he failed to hit the target. Once more, they win the ball back. Naparima. Cooper plays it down there to Kalis. Kalis gets it forward now. Another opportunity for Forbes to get it across. Big battle. Ball stays in. And the referee's assistant just kept his hand up. The players thought he was waving. Here again is Joseph trying to get involved after that bad miss. I'm sure you'd like to get a second or get a replay, as they say. And for once, the cross from Kalis not very good, but it falls there to Cooper. Cooper is having a shot and scores. Well. Goal number 7 in the 81st minute of play. And that is, as they say, that is that. It was another solid shot. And players cramping up now because this ground is so heavy that it's taking its toll on these players. And it's good to see the opposing players on the opposing teams are the one rendering the assistance. Cooper puts it on his left foot and drills it past the goalkeeper in the 81st minute of play. So Josiah Cooper adds his name to the list of scorers. And still we have a player down for Siparia West. And that might just be the lactic acid building up in his legs there, and he just has no control over his legs. You could see him trying his best there, Barrow, to walk, and you could see that's the cramps. He's just kind of running through the leg. That entire leg must be feeling very stiff indeed, and until they can kind of get it out, it's going to feel that way, or there might be a little sting in there for quite some time. There 81 minutes gone so far, and they're going to make a change. They're going to change the goalkeeper, it looks like, although I saw him warming up just now, but the players are just getting some water cleared away from their faces. And the referee blows the whistle to signal the restart. Still, some of the players are getting refreshments. It's been a tough afternoon for them, and it's only getting tougher. Here comes Francis again, but he took his eye off the ball, took his eye off his opponent as well. And now the ball is played forward again, trying to get Joseph going. But Joseph, the big fella, shakes off one man. Still going. Can he slip it past the goalkeeper? Not this time. And good save by Borneo, Dimitri Borneo. Despite his troubles, he's coming up with a couple important stops here to keep the scoring down only fractionally. Another opportunity here for a shot and score. Back-to-back goals. And they're asking for the ball quickly so that they could get the scoring, keep the scoring going. They scored 5 in the first half. And in the 83rd minute, it's that man again. He got it onto his left foot once more. And Josiah Cooper makes it 8-0 now. In the 83rd minute of play, and he has a brace, a second half brace, and he's a defender. So you know what he's saying here. Not only the strikers or the front runners could score goals, he's showing them that he's quite capable as well, despite the conditions. Francis turns off one man, looking to cut inside, still battling, shakes off another, has a crack over the bar. But But again, you could see him buying time and space and then freeing up that kicking leg, but he just couldn't keep it down. "84 minutes gone. They're on the move again. Naparima looking for some more Francis, but they're losing their handle on it. Francis trying to win it back, and unfairly. Again, it is that man, Vespri, who is being roughed up. He hasn't been able to really show his true colors, as they say, in this game, but it's clear to see that Vespri does have a fair amount of ability. And now they're going to make the substitution. The goalkeeper, who has been doing very well, Borneo, is giving way to Sean DeGans. So now a chance here for Siparia West, but again, as soon as they get close to that area, the ball is given away, and there is Cooper being too physical for the referee's liking, and Mr. Changai decides to blow the whistle. Being the 86th minute of play, so time running out on Siparia to pull one back here. They're down by 8 at the moment. Can they make it 8-1? There's a shot just over the bar, and the reserve goalkeeper had to be sure, and he just couldn't do it. So that's the captain again, Gittins, trying to do his bit here, and Collingwood wasn't sure where the bar was, and the ball was, however, over the bar in the end, as they now pick it up again quickly, and running forward with it is Francis. Inside it goes. Once again, the ball played over on that far side, where it's picked up again by Pascal. Pascal gets it to Caliste. Caliste getting it forward. He goes on the forward run, gets the return ball. Now can they get the cross in? Nicely played across, but Gittins again is in the way, even though he concedes another corner kick. So Naps have been living by these corners. He's been applying real pressure on the Siparia defense. You can just see Kalis, he's been doing a lot of running and trying to cross the ball, but some of those crosses are getting weaker and weaker as his legs get weaker and weaker. Now Francis sends it in. Another header that misses. Well. That time it was Pascal's turn to score, and his glancing header did just that. It glanced off his head and went wide. Vespri looking for some support, but immediately they're able to win it back quickly. Mitchell sends it forward, but that never going to get to Francis. At least not just yet. But here is that man again, Cooper, on the move, trying to get something going and trying to get his big left foot on the ball, but loses out, if only temporarily though, because they may get it back soon. Trying to get something going forward, but nothing by way of support. And Bailey trying to do something with it. He's in a tight spot, but he's able to get it back to his defensive line. Another chance to get it back inside. Bailey again. So he gets the return ball. Tries to play with the outside of the foot. It doesn't work, not for the first time. It hasn't worked. Striding forward against Pascal. Again, he was trying to get it out there on that far side, but misses out. And they have movement quickly here. Pascal over on that far side now to the substitute who's just come on, Williams. Williams can't get past Caliste, and Asher sends it upfield quickly again. On the move again, Naparima College. They're looking for something again. It is played up nicely. Forbes down that right-hand side. There's a chip ball too close to the goalkeeper, and the substitute keeper, De Gans, takes it nicely. But his clearance is not a good one, and in fact this could be another goal over the bar. Well. Francis sensed that the goalkeeper was off his line, tried to chip him, but he also chipped the bar. That could so easily be goal number 9, but instead the referee says as the 90 minutes are up and he will have no more of this. So that is the end of this encounter. Naparima College led 5-0 at the half and tacked on another 3 in the second half. I think you could say they slacked off a little bit, but the conditions became progressively worse as they struggled. But in the second half, a brace from Josiah Cooper helped the skirt. Omari Campbell also got on the tins in the second half, but in the first half, a brace from Francis in the 7th and 26th minute, and one each from Omari Campbell, Josiah Bob, and Omari Asher, they were the scorers that made it 5-0 at the half, and eventually to get it to 8-0 in favor of Naparima. They go marching on, and out goes Siparia West Secondary. We have game number 2 coming up shortly.